When you attend a coffee break training online training course, you don't just get to sit there and watch what's going on. You also get to interact with the instructor and also with other people attending the course. So in this video we're going to look at the features that you've got available to you to do that. What I'm showing at the moment is a window looking at something that's going on the instructor's screen. So this is the instructor delivering the course. Well, actually at the moment he's just looking at the Coffee Break Training website, and obviously if he looks at the menu items then that shows up on our screen too. So that's the instructor doing that. If I want to interact with the instructor, I need to use some of the features that are built into this training system. So the first thing that I'm going to look at is this toolbar on the right hand side, which you can move up and down if it's in the way. I'll come back to that top button in a second. These three buttons are typically the most common that you'll want to use. The first one enables you to change from a window mode, which is what's showing here, to a full screen mode. Now obviously my video is not showing my full screen, so that's run off the side of the video. So I'll turn back to window mode using that button again. The second one enables you to raise your hand. Now you can do this at any time by in order to attract the instructor's attention. If you put your hand down again, then obviously your hand goes down. You might find the instructor asks you some questions and asks you to raise your hand when you're doing that, in answer to that, if you agree with him. And the last button is to do with your microphone. So if it's green like this, it means that you can be heard. If it's muted, and you can choose to mute yourself by clicking the button, then obviously anything you say can't be heard. Usually your microphone will be muted for quite a large portion of the course. There will be parts of the course that the instructor asks for verbal input, at which point keep an eye out and you'll find that you're unmuted. And as you can see, you get an instruction box that lets you know. So those are the three main controls. If I just hit the little red arrow now, this opens up the detailed options box, and there are three parts to this, which I've minimised. You can maximise them by using the plus button and minimise them with the minus. So let's have a look at audio first. There are two options for audio. The first one is to use mic and speakers, and that just uses what's on your computer. The other option is to use the telephone, and if you choose the telephone option, you'll find that you are given a national rate UK number, and if you dial that number and follow the menu instructions, you'll put in your access code and your audio pin, and then you'll be able to hear the presentation as it's going on, and when your mic's unmuted you'll be able to contribute as well. So I'm going to go back to mic and speakers. Let's have a look now at materials. If there are some course materials that go with the course, for example this Excel spreadsheet here, they'll appear in the materials box, and to download them you simply click and you will get a dialog box asking you to open the file. Now I'm not going to bother opening this, but you get the idea. So there's course materials, and at any time you can have a chat with the instructor or with other people. So I'm going to talk to the presenter here. I have an issue, and I'm going to send that. The drop down enables you to choose other people to send to, and hopefully the instructor will see that you have an issue and send you a reply. And as you can see, there we are, the presenter's come back to you. So there we are, chat. You'll be able to chat to the presenter and to other attendees. Now for the purposes of this example I haven't got any attendees there, so there we go. You can shortcut who you send it to by clicking on the links in the in previous chats to choose who you're going to send back to, and that will fill in the drop down for you. Okay, so that's audio, materials and chat. If you want to, you can send that to the other side of the screen. This is going to disappear off the video if I hit this button. There we go, it's disappeared off the video. I'll send it back again with the same button, and that just docks the whole thing on the left or the right of the screen. You can also break out for example, the chat window using this little icon here, and there we are, that's now undocked from the rest of it. You can put that in a convenient place and spread it around. You can see you can do that with the materials tab as well. So those are the controls for interacting with your instructor. While you're watching, if you want to take a photograph of anything that's happening on the screen, there's a camera icon. You can just simply click that and it'll put an image on the desktop, a bitmap image, so that you can have a look at that later. And there are the controls. So hopefully that will make your training experience with Coffee Break Training a much richer one, and we look forward to seeing you again at one of the courses.